everybody, and welcome back to Fontaine. We've just wrapped up the world quest here on Elinas, and I do believe we're supposed to escort our new friend Seymour to the Narzissenkreuz Ordo, which I believe is over here. Now, I'm not seeing a quest for this in my quest log, so chances are we won't be able to interact with anything. I'm hoping that something will pop up now that we have finished, whatever the name of the quest we were just doing was. But if not, I would really like to go to our second big world quest that was on my list to do. Namely the one with Anne. So we're just gonna see if anything happens here. Haha! Where is he? Seymour! Oh my god, oh my god. Oh! It moved! There's the window over there that I forgot to freak out about. Look at it, it's got a moon on it. I didn't even notice the giant freaking clock on the ceiling. I also just noticed this. Let's switch that back. Wow! And it looks like it's slightly... like, if we get it to face directly northward, do you think something will happen? Let's take a look. So we've got a full moon, 2 half moons, and a new moon, I'm guessing, on the end there. Let's take a look at this over here. Oh, hello? I didn't even see Seymour. I was looking at the mirror. Or the window, that is. What's going on? We seem to be in a different place now. But where is this? Searching. No data concerning this place has been found in my memory banks. So you haven't been here before either then? Affirmative. There is no need to worry, Miss Vega, Miss Paimon. I am equipped with the most advanced optics from the Fontaine Institute of Natural Philosophy. I simply need to record this information in my storage units and compare it with previous data. The odds of this being the Narzissenkreuz Ordo are high. Hi. Guess this must be the place we're looking for then. Did you remember anything useful upon arriving here, Seymour? Negative. The newly recorded information is pending further analysis and organization. No effective conclusion possible at present. Huh? Then, are we gonna have to wait for a long time until... Affirmative. Record space collation starting. Total time required, unknown. Interactive functions will cease temporarily while this is ongoing. Oh wait! Hold on a second first! Roger. Interrupting space collation process. What instructions, Miss Vega, Miss Paimon? Come to think of it, we don't know a lot about you either, Seymour. All we know is that your master isn't my mare, but is someone named Mary Ann. Affirmative. Miss Mary Ann is my master. According to my standard deduction module, the odds of finding clues as to her whereabouts here are high. We know you said that before, too, but it felt like there were some more basic questions we hadn't answered yet. Now seems like a good time, right? If you could tell us a bit more about yourself and Mary Ann, we might be able to better help you. Of course, kind miss. So, Vega, what would you like to ask? Dialogue tree? No way, dialogue tree! Wow. They are feeding me with these world quests. I love it. Tell us about yourself, Seymour. I am prototype A4CV07. Designed by... to accompany and protect my master, Miss Mary Ann. Paimon didn't get a word of that. Is my creator. I'm equipped with the most advanced optics, memory storage unit, logic unit, and various functional modules from the Fontaine Institute of Natural Philosophy. That was clear as mud, but it sure sounds impressive. The more impressive the equipment, the harder it might be to fix once broken. Note, regular record space correlation can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. So, basically, before you've done your collation thing, there's some stuff that you can't tell us even if you knew, right? Affirmative. More precisely, grasped information regarding can be extracted using This allows me to keep a log of Miss Mary Ann's daily life and also act as an agent's assistant. Are you serious? The important bits all got cut off. It's an agent's assistant. Yeah, I thought these people were researchers. There's agents now? An agent refers to a member of the Marchois Phantom who undertakes investigations. In this context, assistant refers to Seymour, prototype A4C V07 itself. So, Mary Ann was a Marie-Schwarze phantom agent. Affirmative. Wait, if that's who she is, wouldn't looking for official records help find her faster? Why do we need to come here? Miss Mary Ann's role as an agent was not publicized. Additionally, the case she investigated has to do with... It is performed at the direction of... As such... Seymour, you're breaking down again, aren't you? Note, regular record-space collection can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. Let's just ask a different question, shall we? Any other questions? Tell me about the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Can we really find clues about Mary Ann's whereabouts here? You've never been here before, right? So why do you think we'll find clues here? My latest records indicate that the last records before meeting Miss Mamere were those of myself executing a specific process. This process was the capture of fugitive elements from the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Miss Mary Ann was also executing this process. They were tracking people down? Whoa. As her companion and guard, I followed her and into Elias. There, we encountered members of the Narzissenkreuz Ordo, including Jacob Ingold, a core member of said Ordo. So this must be the battle! It really was something different besides the Calamity or the Archon War, wasn't it? It was something more recent. Maybe it was the collapse of Narzissenkreuz. This was what Elias was talking about when a bunch of people were fighting, including Jacob. And mechanical animals! Like Seymour, oh my gosh. So he was a member? And Mary Ann was pursuing him. Affirmative. Well, guess there really was some relation there then. We should have captured Jacob and questioned him. Paimon wonders if he'll come back here. If we ever meet again, we're gonna have questions for him. He doesn't seem like the sort who'll simply answer questions if asked. Oh, else fails, we can just, you know, go good cop, bad cop on him. There's gotta be some way, or else we're stuck waiting for Seymour to recall stuff. You mean when I complete my record space collation, Miss Paimon? Those things are basically the same. Any other questions? Tell me about your latest records. What do you remember? A fierce battle against the members of the Order broke out within Elias. My storage unit encountered an error due to massive trauma, so it was an internal skirmish, wasn't it? We must foil the Order's plans? We're foiling the Order's plans? I thought Jacob betrayed the Ordo, but we must foil the Ordo. To that end, Jacob Ingold must be stopped. Due to... I'm just making noises at this point. To Miss Mary Ann. You'd best take a break. Your words are most considerate. Seems like we're gonna have to wait for you to do that coalition thing, Seymour. But whatever the case, Jacob was trying to do something bad inside Elias while you and Mary Ann were trying to stop him, right? Affirmative. Your summary is overly simplistic, perhaps, but it is basically the truth, Miss Paimon. We only have this information. Finding Mary Ann might be somewhat difficult. Doesn't seem like we've got other options beyond waiting for you to do that record collation of yours, Seymour. Affirmative. My calculations indicate that this is the approach with the highest success rate. But it'll take a lot of time, won't it? If you wish, I can estimate the amount of time required. Processing time required? Unknown. Yeah, no need for this estimation stuff then. Well, Paimon's done asking some more questions now. But boy, has she still got some for you, Vega. You promised you'd explain, didn't you? I didn't stash any snacks away without your knowledge. It wasn't a good time to have this conversation earlier. But there's no one to disturb us now, and Seymour's... well, a related party, right? No time like the present, then. She's talking about the, what the Traveler was able to understand about Alinas and the paintings and the blood. I would also like to know. You tell Paimon and Seymour about the conversation you previously had with Alinas. Oh, I see. Ah, so that's the thing that happened. Paimon thought you'd gotten sick or something when you started saying all that weird stuff. Well, it's good to know that you're fine. By the way, Seymour, leaving you here to perform your record collation wouldn't be a problem, would it? Affirmative. I do not detect any possible source of danger. Well, then you can just stay here for now, right? A wise choice. The two of you should use your limited time more effectively. Patience is a virtue in some situations, but meaningless waiting is merely a waste of time. Are you saying our limited time because we're mortals? Well, buddy. We are not. I highly doubt that Paimon is. We know that the Traveler isn't. Mortal in that we can die, sure, but we don't appear to be aging either. We'll come back to see you. Yeah, Mimira's gonna be super worried about you too. You've got to go back to her in one piece after all. Oh my god, this is perfect. If Seymour needs some time to think, we should go do some investigating of dear Miss Anne. Collating record space. Please wait patiently. Do not forcibly exit or shut the unit down before the process is completed. Wow, that's so real. Like when your computer is doing an update, please don't shut down the computer before it's done. I'm in the table. Why is there a dip like that? For some reason I'm imagining like a hologram being projected right there. Yeah, look at this clock. So we've got half moon, full moon, new moon, but it also looks like an eclipse, doesn't it? And a whole bunch of moons in the middle, and there's stars, and there's more layers, and there's a whole bunch of little star shapes or diamond shapes. Oh, that is beautiful. It's a clock, I believe, but it's missing its hands. And then there's that one up there. That's like... Wow, look at that thing. The blade, the hand almost looks like it could be a blade, a sword. That is so cool looking. Oh my god. Alright. Definitely gotta give them points for style, but apparently we're foiling the Ordo plans now? I would like answers to this. For now, we will leave Seymour there to collate, and we'll go over here. I'm so excited. This place has been like red alert danger zone for me for so long because I didn't want to accidentally trip the quest. So I'm really excited to be actually doing it. So, what we know about this so far, here's Anne. Anne popped up when we swam over here once, and she said something to us about a princess and the dragon. They repel the dragon. Oh my god. So I was really so close to this quest all that time. Petit Show. Right, I think she mentioned Petit Show. Oh, and that was one of the water thingies. Get away from me! Is that the Petit Show you were referring to, Anne? That's right. Please, help her. I don't know. Kind of out of voices. Evil Fang of Narcissus. Mwahaha, I have you now, Petit Show of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. If you don't leave, I'm gonna get serious. Grr. Oh, and there's so many of these things. Oh, I'm so happy. This is where they've all been hiding. Petit Show, you're a bird? I love you. Petit Show, here we come. Oh, that was Anne. Ah, curse that despicable Narzissenkreuz adventure team. Anne, help! So long as I don't hurt you, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Great, no friendly fire. I don't like the way you're looking at me. I'm so happy to have Petit Show on our side because that attack that they're doing, that jumping attack, is always terrifying. Whenever I fight the Oceanid, that thing takes so much of my health. Ah, I'm saved. You were honestly probably saving yourself pretty well before we came into the picture. Wait, so Petit Show is a finch? Petit Show is Petit Show. Regardless, it's good that you're well, Petit Show. Now, let me introduce these two. Actually, I haven't yet asked your names. I'm a knight who looks most reliable. Oh, is that from the summer event? Vega's the name. I want to see what they'll say just to that. Are you seriously still hung up about that? She's Vega, and Paimon's Paimon. Thank you, Knight Vega. Squire Paimon. Squire? Squire Paimon, attend to my weapons. My shoulders ache, and, she's not actually my squire. We're companions. No, attend to my weapons, if you please. Ah, you've got it all wrong. Paimon's no squire. She's Vega's companion. Actually, wait a moment. Your weapons need maintaining? Indeed. There's been a misunderstanding. We're companions, of course. And don't you get that twisted. Although I have indeed considered getting a squire in the past. Do you really want one? Seems like this journey has been pretty tough for you, huh? I see, I see. My apologies, Paimon. I am Patisho, a member of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. If not for your help, I might have... Well, Narcissus has girded his subordinates with the ages of 4 orthants, so our powers are unable to overcome them. That's how it is. What? What is happening here? Oh my god, so many new ideas. I do have a sneaking suspicion. I should put this way over here, 1 second. I do have a sneaking suspicion that this might all be sort of make-believe. Because right before I accidentally started this quest a while... Are you saluting, Anne? That's adorable. Right before we started this quest a while back, we read some artifacts. Or maybe it was after we started this quest. But anyways, we read some artifacts. They mentioned Narcissus, didn't they? And they also mentioned that stories were a big thing. Or like they were telling a story. It was narrated. So it was from someone's perspective. And this person was telling a story to somebody else. Sorry, I'm trying to write and talk at the same time. It's not going great. So basically, I have stories on the mind on this quest. And I think it would be really interesting if maybe everything that's going on here is kind of a story. So maybe they were a civilization. They're here now. Things happened. And there's these phantasms that are attacking them. And they've made up the story about what those phantasms are. Just to have some fun. On the other hand, it could be completely true. We do live in a world where dragons exist after all, so it could be. But with you and your companion on our side, good knight, we shall have nothing to fear. The princess will be pleased. 1 moment. Who's this princess again? Oh, hello. Also, what is this adventure team of yours? And what's going on with this Narcissus? Well, this is how things went. A long, long time ago, this was a kingdom of unparalleled gladness. The children and Princess Lyris lived happily together here. Okay, writing this down. Okay. But later, the kingdom fell to the predations of Narcissus, a fell dragon who had designs on the princess and her treasures. Princess Lyris hid herself away in a high tower and entered a deep slumber. That is why we now named the kingdom Anaposis. Oh, cool. Narcissus filled Anaposis with bitter waters. That which we just defeated was an evil being born from those waters, an entity that opposes the Reconquista. This time we attempted to infiltrate this place and rescue the princess while the dragon was absent. However, we ran into a great many foes and ultimately, we failed. So the princess is here. She's in that castle? I was thinking she might be in Charybdis. But this is just like what we read about in those artifacts. But now that we have you and Paimon on our side, Vega, we have nothing to fear. Moreover, we have a princess, a kingdom, and a wicked dragon. Tradition and the stories dictate that we must also have a knight. Yes, a mighty and righteous knight like you, Vega. Stories, tradition. Well, I have defeated a dragon in the past. Tradition? Paimon's not sure what you're going on about, but if it's dragons you want, Vega's beaten them before. Really? You have? That did happen. More than once, in fact. Really? You're so strong. It is our great fortune to have met you, good knight Vega. It seems that the time has come at last for the Reconquista. The Narzissenkreuz adventure team shall reclaim the realm and rescue Princess Lyris. Come, Patisho, let us do as we planned. First, let's get rid of all this foul water. I'll do my best. Okay, this will be interesting. Alrighty. Are they going to drain the area? Because I was thinking that this area might get drained because of those torches that can be lit. Are you going to drain the area? No way. They're draining it upwards? Oh, that's so cool. Just the two of them? Oh my god, is that the dragon? That's sick. Or is that an Oceanid? Is that a giant Oceanid? Is that the princess? What is that? Ugh, all this water. Is this some kind of Oceanid magic? That is seriously impressive. If little Anne managed to do that, and Patisho, of course. Phew, the defensive power has weakened. There will also be less obstacles for us to fight from here on out. Ooh, this is so tiring. Wow, that was a Paimon voice. And Vega, let's go help my brother Al. Al? Brother Al? Your brother? Is he another character? Well, Fetisho and I can't be the only members of the team. We don't quite think that highly of ourselves. We certainly aren't as strong as you or Paimon. Al covered our escape when we retreated. Now that Narcissus' power is waning, let's go help him. Well, then let's go. Okay, okay. This is amazing. Is the water up there? No way! There's an Oculus over there. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? Does this look different? Anabossus it says now. And you can even see the little thing on the castle. Wow. Oh, they're fighting. So here's the thing. I'm very tempted to switch the team, especially if we're going to be fighting water creatures in a very... this water bubble is such a bother. Oh, yikes, we're being attacked. Especially if we're going to be fighting in a very watery place. As much as I love this team, I'm really excited to bring them onto the field. I want to use these guys. We did die an awful lot last episode. So, unfortunately, until you guys are more leveled, I'm also thinking... My original idea for a Fontaine team was me, Farina, Remine, Neuvillette. But I'm thinking we might switch out Neuvillette, I guess, for a shielder. But if we don't have any Electro on the team, we'll die less from Electrocharged. But for now, let's switch back to what we had, which was, I believe... Well, we could keep Farina. She is a healer. We were like this.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
Well, that's basically the same as what we just had. Except we'll do more damage, and so the fights will be shorter, so we'll have less time to die. Hooray. Okay, so basically this... This reminds Paimon of the time we became a Night Vega. After fighting the dragon, we were sent off to the temples of the Four Winds. Oh, to beseech their aid? Why was that again? Paimon recalls that we destroyed something inside the temples to decrease the dragon's power. I see. So they were temples in name, but dens of evil and truth. There were 4 temples of the Four Winds, or just one? There were 3, actually. Why were there only 3? That's right. Why 3? It's been quite a while. There must have been a reason. Paimon just doesn't remember it. That does make sense. The trivial details of... I'm sorry, were you saying the trivial details of human life or something? Well, there was only... Surrender now, you have been surrounded. There was only 3 because of, Dvalin being one of the Four Winds himself. Why doesn't he have his own temple? I don't think I'm even reaching. It's fine. What are these things called again? Yeah, water phantasms. Close enough. Al, you're safe! I was so worried. Ah, my dear Petit Chou. And you too, Anne. We meet again at last. In those darkest of days I thought of you, and drew the strength to fight on from those thoughts. Thank you, noble warriors. You who have come forth to uphold the cause of justice. Why, had I arms as slender as yours, I would tip my hat to honor you. You'd also need a hat to do that first, buddy. There's no need to be so prim and proper. Look at us, chatting with the hydro animals. This is so cool. Anne introduces you and Paimon to Al and explains what happened previously. Really gotta wonder when this all happened. Like, how long have Anne and Petit Chou been trying to get back into the fortress? But why is a Finch's older brother a duck? They're definitely... Wouldn't you say they're probably Eidolons, right? Is my guess. Why a duck, you ask? Are such definitions important? I have a supple body, an iron will, and webbed feet with which to tread water. Of these, I am proud, and that is enough. Yeah, I get the feeling they can choose to look like whatever they want. And Petit Chou is Petit Chou. The sphere is the shape closest to perfection, and the most complicated of all shapes. I am most proud of my sister. She is very spherical, isn't she? Seriously, brother, what are you talking about? Actually, Vega, what is Al talking about? He means that we shouldn't dwell too much on these details. I don't know. Probably not important. I thought he was saying great compliments. We members of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team are disparate indeed, but we have one goal. We shall save Princess Lyris, and we shall defeat the fell dragon Narcissus. Well said. The person I am now knows only that the one who stands before me is a noble and valiant knight who possesses the iron will needed to defeat Narcissus. That is enough for me. Usually, the mightier the will, the larger the form needed to be its vessel, as it is in the case of Narcissus. Well, that is interesting. I'm actually gonna write that down. That's... Will. Anything to do with will is fascinating. This knight's stature is much like mine, and yet...
Seriously, the first and last thing Paimon understood here was that Narcissus. You're always going on about Narcissus this and Narcissus that, but what is it, really?
Look up above Prince Lyrus's tower. That is Narcissus. That totally looks like an Oceanid. But is that Narcissus? Or are you seeing it's above in the water? No, we should be looking at it right now. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Wow. Huh? But that wasn't there before the water rose. Isn't that just an Oceanid? Good golly gosh! The fell dragon Narcissus! But that is the fell dragon Narcissus. The dragon who invaded the Narzissenkreuz kingdom. Okay, I get the feeling there is a little bit of storytelling going on here, but that's fine. Sounds like fun.
And its wings are very huge and frightening. But it's an Oceanid, isn't it?
Well, Vega and Paimon, you have seen much. What, then, should a dragon look like?
Well, if you're talking about the dragons we fought before, they'd be...
Like Mondstadt's Dvalin? Like Larua's Aishtaha? Like Sumeru's Apep?
A being whose true form cannot be grasped by humanity, who can summon all manner of servants.
That does sound quite like Narcissus. Inscrutable and a master of many servants. That must have been a grueling battle. Very impressive.
No, we've definitely met other dragons before.
Like Mondstadt's Dvalin.
What? Dvalin's a whole different story from Oceanids. Dvalin's super blue, his wings are huge, and he can fly.
What? That's exactly like the fell dragon. Yeah. Oceanids are blue, and they can fly, and they do have huge wings. They're also kind of their arms, but they're wings. Okay. We've also met Larua's Aishtaha,
who became the embodiment of primal energies and Larua's enemy?
I see. So it was a being as evil as Narcissus, then. Oh, I won't say that Aishtaha was evil, just eroding away.
No, not at all!
And how are they different? Narcissus represents primordial regression and aggregation, and is our foe. Well... Every other line that she says, I have to write something down. So basically, my guess is... If Narcissus was an Oceanid before, but it's now regressing back into primordial water, basically, maybe it is kind of like an erosion thing, where it's also losing its consciousness and attacking at random, trying to absorb everything around it into itself. I don't know, we'll see.
Well, but Aishtaha's from Larua. That's a huge difference. Right? Paimon's starting to get confused. About what counts as a dragon.
I'm confused as well. I never understood that in the first place. Categories are just a social construct. There is no objective meaning.
Come on, that can't be right. How would we be able to communicate and understand this world otherwise?
Well, I mean, if somebody says to you, I'm a dragon. They're a dragon. There you go. Problem solved. I agree with the knight here. Our category should not define our essence. Our purpose defines our essence. At this time, we are the heroes challenging the wicked dragon, and he is the wicked dragon. This is sufficient. It's just like in those artifacts we read, where they were saying that, you know, who can be... Something along the lines of who is the hero, who is the dragon. Well, the hero is the one who wins, and the dragon is the one who loses. So it's kind of like, based on your function within the story, you get your title, perhaps.
This must be what Al means when he says, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet.
That is precisely the case, dear Petit Chou. Were you not called Petit Chou, you would still be my dearest younger sister. Interesting. I'm sorry I keep pausing like every line, as I mentioned, but this is like the first time we've seen something to counterbalance the importance of names. They're saying even if you had a different name, you would still be the same person. Wow! That's gorgeous. Look at that lighting. The Oceanid looks so... Excuse me. Narcissus looks so cool, too.
So long as that's the tower your princess sleeps in, the one lurking atop the tower is the fell dragon Narcissus? Is that right?
No, I fear. As we stated previously, he is not here now, which is why we were able to win our way here so easily. That up there is the dragon's hatred made manifest.
That's so complicated. Can't it just be an ordinary statue? Like, you know, Narcissus commanding his underlings to make an image of him on the highest tower, so as to show off his greatness and force all the people of the land to look upon him. Or something.
Well, you actually make a reasonable point, Paimon. But if that was the case, then we should still have been able to see it even before Petit Chou made the foul water disappear, right? But instead, Narcissus's evil has melded with the waters, which is why his wicked intent crystallized into that image once the waters were drained.
Is that seriously how it happened?
The fell dragon is truly terrifying. My talons hurt just looking at him. Well, we have our knight, Vega, so we should be fine, even if he is present, yes? It'd be best if he wasn't home all the same.
It's just a little dragon.
Humility becomes a knight indeed. Let us move on then. With you by our side, we have nothing to fear. I want that conch. Conch.
Yay!
Doink. Oh, what was that? Oh, I ran into a challenge. Cool. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Look at all these random dead fish from them draining the water. Oh my goodness me. Whoa, look at that water over there. Whoa. Wow, this place is so cool.
Is this an answer from this world?
And there's all these oculi about. How do I get to up there, though? Oh, there's a water spout. That might be it. This place is so neat. Okay. I'm tempted to mark the oculi, but I'll just know they're here. I don't really have a lot of markers left. Let's see if we can get this one. Maybe if we figure out how to get this one, we'll have answers how to get the other one. Interesting. Actually, that looks super cool. Look at that thing. I mean, I could just climb. Oh. Oh, that's the thing. Do you hurt me or do you just move me? Yes, I am just gonna let it hit me. You aren't hurting me. I think you're just trying to move me. It'd be really nice if you could move me towards that Oculus. This is so strange. I'm not sure what it's meant to be doing. Maybe it only works when you're on that path? Oh! Hey! Jack? Jacques? Jack. Jack it is. Thank goodness you're safe. As I thought, you were the ones who emptied the water out. Excellent, excellent. If I had hands like yours, yellow and white ones, I would be applauding already. Dear friend, please show some respect. Petit Chou is doing her best. You are right, I suppose. She has done nothing wrong. Ultimately. Forget it. The yellow and white ones here. Who are they?
Yellow and white? You mean us?
And who else would I mean? Does Petit Chou look yellower to you? Or does Anne?
Hey, you blue frog.
Alright, Paimon, please don't be angry. Jack, this is the knights Vega and Paimon. A knight, you say? Then I suppose this Paimon is the squire.
No, come on. Why does everyone call Paimon that?
Paimon is no squire. Paimon is a page. She's been demoted. Paimon is a bard whose task is to record my adventures. Is that how it is? No wonder Paimon's such a good talker.
Hey, you stop that, Vega, or Paimon's gonna come up with a lively limerick to give you a licking the likes of which you've never seen.
You're not beating the bard allegations, Paimon.
Anyway, we're companions, alright? Companions.
I see. And you are not some minor feudal warrior. Not in the usual sense, anyway. Are you, then, some honorary knight? One with a title that comes with little benefit. Oof. Yeah, you kind of got it in one, actually.
Well, Vega is an honorary knight, but she got it in Mondstadt for heroically doing battle with Storm Terror.
Ah, then you are a dutiful, capable warrior. Very good. In that case, welcome to Orchestra Jacques. The what now? An orchestra? I don't know much about music. Wonderful. I'm a master musician. Orchestra?
Is that some kind of musical troupe?
The name is merely an analogy, for we weave resistance like an orchestra in our struggle against Narcissus as we seek to rescue Miss Lyris. Miss? Don't you mean Princess Lyris?
That's right. Isn't Lyris a princess?
Well, both terms refer to the same person, but leaving that aside, we should listen well. The title princess is a rigid hierarchical term of address, a product of an oppressive system. It was a title whose merit is birth, not labor or wisdom. Wow, Jack, nice. Here we go again. If the universe was a more rational one, there would be no gods, no kings, and certainly no princes or princesses, nor would there be mystical powers that only a few may wield. Do you follow me thus far?
There will always be those who desire special privileges. Didn't you put your name on your organization as well?
This rabbit hole's not for me. Yeah, didn't you put your name on your organization? An orchestra must have a conductor, lest no music be made out of cacophony. Well, shouldn't that be Anne, then? Why is it you?
This sounds really deep, but it's also confusing, Paimon. But not doing anything all day while being able to enjoy delicious sweet madames is pretty nice. Is there anything wrong with that?
Where did that come from? See? If there are some who will reap the benefits despite doing no labor, then there must be some who shall have more to do to compensate. Like me. Paimon lacks the strength for labor, thus, such compensation is my obligation. It doesn't matter to me. Paimon's happiness is mine as well.
Paimon hopes you can be happy too. Wait a minute. In that case, wouldn't Vega be happy if she makes Paimon happy? That means making Paimon happy is more good for you too. That's how this works, right?
This has been a very interesting conversation, but please allow me to interject. Dear Jack, good night. May we now begin discussing our next course of action in our rescue of Princess Lyris? Silencing voices you do not want to hear, I see. Oh, Vega, come, see the repression inherent in the system. Help! Help! Al's repressing me! Jack, you...
Al isn't doing that. He's a good person. He wouldn't bully you.
Dear sister, please, not lose your temper over this. If you have more to say, Jack, why don't we find a corner and settle this like gentlemen, Can I trouble you all to stop for a second? I've heard enough. See you around. Stop squabbling. We all have the same goal. Please, everyone. Aren't we comrades? We've all gathered to rescue Princess... or Miss Lyris, after all. We count as such, I suppose. We shall cooperate, even though my final goal is to create a more beautiful world for Miss Lyris. Let's shake hands, then. Comrades? You have wings. I have webbed feet. If you think these are apt replacements for hands, then we shall do so, comrade. Al and Jack shake hands awkwardly. If nothing else, they extend their wing and webbed foot and tap them together. Please get along with him, Al. Of course, dear sister. Do not worry. We are united in one cause. All right. Now that the problem is solved... Ha! Problem? This is but the manifestation of a deeper issue. Jack, please. I don't know, I'm really enjoying this.
Okay, so what do we do next, Anne?
Oh, right. I almost forgot that we were still here. That we were here to save the princess. Why, I was starting to think that I'd brought such capable help along just to let them listen to two boys squabble. As for the situation, ask Al and Jack to explain. I need a moment to cool off.
Anne's having a tough time too, huh?
She literally leaves. Bye! Can I go find her? They're over there. Where's she? She went this way, didn't she? Talk to Jack is my... Oh. Ooh. Well, don't mind if I do. That's what the water attacks are for. To get us here. To get us while we're here, to be more precise. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. What's this do? Ooh. We can go in a little rabbit hole. Take the hydrogonum out to deactivate it. Whoa. Remove the hydrogonum from inside the bubble. Oh, take it. Not like destroy it, but literally take it out. That's hilarious. Yoink. For Lord Narcissus! Charge! Oh. Oops. I have started a battle. My bad. And I know that won't do much. But it'll help with my artifact sets.
I see everything.
Come on, come on. There we go. Defeating me is no great victory. I am but the weakest. Enter the Twin River Fairway if you dare. I do so dare. Throw me. Oh, oh, this place is like a dungeon. You can run the whole place, can't you? That's super cool. Thank you very much. And there's an investigate up here. And there's another thing. Which way? That way? Anything over here, though? Yeah, there's another challenge. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god. The random fish everywhere. Oh. That was funny. I'll keep this close. Aw. Alrighty, alrighty. Hide over here. Jump over there. Hide right here. Smack this guy. Go for a little walk. Oh, I've got a tutorial to look at. Well, let's do that when we're not being fired at, kind of. No! Oh, I almost made it. Said I would make it. How far are you gonna send me? Okay, not that far. That's fine. Drop here. Good job. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Made it. Hello. Don't panic. These small fry just got lucky. That's all. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, wait. She doesn't have her ultimate anymore. There it is. One day, I would love to have a C2 Nahida. Do I even have a C1 Nahida? No, I don't. But if I remember correctly and if I understand correctly, C2 Nahida can make... Oh, please, 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 send me to the left. Come on, it's right there. Where am I going? You're sending me to the ground? This is so sad. But C2 Nahida can crit on Hyper Blooms, if I remember correctly.
Isn't this firepower a bit too strong? Huh. Since it's being powered by hydro, should we call it water power instead?
Vega and Paimon are really strong. If it was something something, something something. Oh god. Funnily enough, it dropped me off right here anyways. There we go. This one's vertical. I don't like that. I can't see anything. There we go. Over here. Boop. Hide a little bit. Good job. Stairs. I'm stuck. Oh god, I went too high. There we go. Okay. Thank you very much. 2 arms! 2 arms! Don't let them get any further! Villain! In quotation marks. Well, hello, villain. Well, gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and heal this time instead of harming. That'll still help our stuff because increase or decrease does stuff, I think. Ooh! Well, I guess we don't have to be worrying about this mysterious bubble cannon anymore. Well done, soldiers! Assemble! Huh? Where's that voice coming from? Does soldiers refer to us? Wonderful. It seems like Colonel Kate is still here. Let's go meet up with him. We summoned another person. Anne, you look well. That is good. These two are reinforcements, then. Yes, they are. Halt. I do not wish to know soldiers' names. Amidst cruel battle, anyone can be turned into ruptured bubbles and scattered foam at any time. Knowing the names of troops will only cast a shadow upon our final victory.
Uh-huh.
I just need to know one thing. Are they the reinforcements you sought? Yes, but... Very good. Fresh hands will help us continue our suppression of the 2 remaining bubble formations.
About that bubble formation...
Next time, soldier, you will give your report first before asking questions. Yes, the formations are places of unparalleled peril, not to mention the 3 mighty subordinates that Narcissus has placed within them.
Well, about that, we've actually cleared all the formations.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier? We've been trying to tell you, but you haven't been listening. Ha. Ha ha. Well then, it is good to see that everyone is well. So, Anne, who are these people again? I'm Vega, and this is Paimon. Vega and Paimon, Pleased to make your acquaintance. It's a pleasure to have new blood like you in Kate's resistance front. Let us fight for Princess Lyris and the Reconquista. So we've gone from Jacques' Orchestra to Kate's resistance front?
Kate's resistance front, huh? Are you guys the same thing as the Narzissenkreuz adventure team?
Let me think. We are now the same thing, is how I would put it. Indeed, we have the same objective and plan of action. It is only because I have more combat experience that I am a colonel with my own force. A squirrel talking about his combat experience just kind of cracks me up. Where's the rest of your team? We charged bravely into the bubble formation.
Yes, and where's your team?
Did they all die? We charged bravely into the bubble formation. As for the rest, please, don't ask.
Looks like Colonel Kate's got problems too.
Well, he is up against immense firepower. Or, should I say, water power. What's next for you? I plan on going behind enemy lines to see what can be done there. After all, it should be quite easy to go up there now that the bubble formation has been broken. I mean, I can't lose to some new recruit, can I? There's no shame in losing to me. This isn't a competition. Regardless, I shall return when the sun sinks into the sea, victory in hand. Let us meet again before the high tower. Colonel Kate bounces away.
Wait, there's neither sun nor sea here.
It's just such a little comedy routine down here. I wanted the Oculus. That's what I was after. But I met a squirrel. It would be really funny if some of these guys were the Hydro Mimics that we fought when we fought Rodea. But I doubt it. Whoa. Look at that. Spin crystal! Yay!
Yay.
I don't want to break these bubbles, but can I? Oh! Oh! Sorry.
Is this an
Answer from this world? Okay. Just that one, that's fine.
How brilliant!
But I was curious about the big guy. I'm kind of glad I can't pop it. It looks really cool. Okay. Ooh, investigate.
A little bit of healing for Nahida.
Here we go. Okay, let's head back unless I see the way to get that Oculus. Is that? Is that a random flower or is that... What is that? Oh, I think it's just a random flower. Okay, great. What would happen if I flew into that bubble, do you think? Actually, wait. I want to see. Man, how often do you deliberately throw yourself into the bubbles? Not often. I just want to see what'll happen. Will I get like a really fancy chest? I need more height. That's the highest I can go. Ooh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh hey, another investigate. Another dead fish. Oh god. Oh hi guys.
by royal decree?
Anything else up here to do before I jump off? Not that I know of. Jeez, that's real high. Okay. Where did that drop go? Did it roll all the way down? Oh god. Yep, well, it's gray anyways. Okay, bubble time. Really funny if we couldn't even interact with it. We can't interact with it! We just glide right off. Funny. Alright. Curiosity has been tested. I'm really looking for water spouts. I don't see any. Maybe that one down there, that thing, crystal. That's one that we used to cross the water, though. Well, I'll get it someday. There's 2? 2? Oh, God. There's so many. Look at that. It glows so brightly. It looks like a Sealy. Okay, one day. But for now, let's catch back up with the crew. I'm so curious. So it seems like these guys were... It seems like the Narzissenkreuz adventure team came and joined these guys because they had a shared goal. Is what we learned from talking to the Colonel. Or are all these guys from the Narzissenkreuz adventure team and they've just split off into factions for funsies? I'm so curious. Let's see if I can grab this. Aha, success. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if we could speak to Anne. It really seems that Anne is not Mary Ann, but rather Anne. But still, Anne is probably Elaine's sister, right? Mary Ann is just Seymour's master. I seriously swear, they've got to be the same person, right? Well, I guess we'll just find out. Hello. Greetings.
Jack, you...
Paimon, don't... Yes? Knock it off. We're going to start this all over again. Is there anything I need to do? Allow me to speak first, then, Honored Knight and Paimon. Concerning the tower before us, Narcissus has been unable to overcome it. As such, the princess is still safe. At that time when all seemed lost, the princess gave her greatest treasure to us, and that was the time that belonged to her. Oh?
Huh?
She gave you her what now?
Time, you say?
After she lost that time, the princess and the tower she dwells in both fell into a stagnant, dreamless slumber. In remembrance of her, we named our fallen realm the Anaposis. Wow, outside of time. She doesn't even dream.
And what does that mean?
Because it has completely stagnated, Narcissus has also been unable to taint anything within. That's more or less our situation.
What do you mean, more or less our situation? Firstly, how would someone give anyone else their time?
But it's true. Princess Lyris did share her time with us. Narcissus would constantly plot to invade, but with the time she gave us, we became far stronger.
For example, my brother, Al, can usually only defeat one foe at once, but with more time, he can vanquish 4 or even 5 at one go.
A most vivid example. Thank you for your explanation, dear Petit Shoal. You know, I would think that this was like in Sumeru, the whole you must grow to gain energy over time. So what she gave them was just she must be much, much older, and so she's spent a lot of time developing energy, and she gave them her strength. But that wouldn't explain the tower being in a stagnant state with the time so frozen that no invading force can get in.
Well, I hope you understand now, Vega, Paimon.
Not at all, in fact. Oh, yes, I understand. Not at all.
Yeah, how do you even give your time to other people?
Do these details matter? Is this not similar to how feudal nobles would hire sharecroppers? Is it? In what dimension?
Sharecroppers? How do those things even connect? Are you trying to say that exchanging time for pay is a form of giving your time to others?
Only a very small part of the wealth of a sharecropper creates Only a very small part of the wealth a sharecropper creates will belong to him. If this is understood and regarded as normal by all, then what is there about this situation that's hard to comprehend? So you guys are creating time for her and she gave it back? What? I'm perplexed.
You got Paimon!
Why are you debating with an Oceanid? There's too much oddity at play here. Let's just leave this aside for now. No, Vega! Don't do this to me! But no, she's right. We just need to move forward and get more information. I'm gonna write this down, though. Oceanids. And... time. And like 8 question marks. Yeah. We won't get anywhere just trying to talk it through at this point. I think we should witness more. Oh, isn't that perfect for us?
That's true. Alright, Paimon totally gets it.
Narcissus has spent long years since searching for the princess's treasure. Only its power can cause time in the tower to flow again, and only then will its locked gates open. Thus, he summoned waters brimming with wicked intent to drown the kingdom, and created underlings unnumbered and many magical devices besides. All this was done to hunt us Narzissenkreuz adventure team members down and seize the treasure that should have been in our hands.
Wait, should have?
Before, we had another older brother. Hey, in those terrifying days... Oh, Nay was his name. In those terrifying days, he took the treasure and fled alongside us, but he dissolved into the waters while covering us. I miss him so much. We were very good friends.
I hate the dragon, even though I know that these feelings are not good. But I miss Nay. He was like my real brother, just like Al. We're sorry for your loss. But if that's the case, how are we supposed to save Princess Lyris? The treasure has sealed the tower, and it can only be opened again with said treasure.
Well, when they... how do I put this? While they were consolidating our rear lines, we of Orchestra Jacques obtained some key intelligence that has allowed us to ascertain the treasure's location.
Really? You have?
Of course. It is right over there. Oh, it's up there. Great! Can you lower the waters again so I can go up?
Huh? In the sky? As in the water in the sky?
Before Nay dissolved, he used the last of his strength to purify a patch of water in the firmament. It was there that he hid the treasure. What an irony. It seems that Narcissus has gotten too used to looking down upon the citizens below, and has not been in the habit of looking up. And there the treasure has hidden all along. I see. Well, it does sound like something Nay would come up with. How do we get up there, though?
Could Petit Show and Al take us up there?
A very imaginative idea, but unfortunately impractical. If we go up there, we should find a small fountain full of magic. Options may open to us should we reach it. Welcome back, Anne.
Are you feeling better now, Anne?
Thank you, Paimon, but you need not worry. He looks tired. Oh, hello. Serenity Pot. But before we ascend, we need to deal with the previous bubble formations to make safe our path. The various bubble formations.
Bubble formations. There's 3 of them, right? If that's the case, we've already taken them all out.
Oops. Apparently I did something useful. My, that's our mighty knight and Paimon for you. It's just a shame that I was unable to watch the battle between you and the 3 royal blades of Narcissus in person. They were super weak. It was a grinding battle, but we ultimately emerged triumphant.
Sorry, the what? Of the what now?
What reliable allies you are. When you've the time, please do tell Petit Show and I of that valorous deed.
Please do.
In that case, to the fountain. We'll find a way to access the waters above and retrieve Princess Lyris' treasure. Al, Petit Show, Jack, this place is yours to guard. See, she's totally the conductor. Alright. Really close. Really quick. Sorry. Gonna turn this off really quick. Fate is truly arbitrary, indeed. Waffles are pancakes with abs. It took 3 years, but I got Kazuha. Wow, congrats! I must have gotten him on the, Chronicle Wish. Purple! How do you do that? You want some macarons? I do. That seems appropriate. Tiramisu cake. Rewind Wanderer, please? Oh, mood. That was fun. I don't usually read those, but that was fun. Okay, let's look at our tutorial here. The evil bubble formations. Ugh. Okay. And there was something else I wanted to do. What was it? Oh, achievements! We've got a couple of these piling up, I think, so let's take care of them. Many as one. Stop the Hydrotolba from absorbing half Tolbas twice in one challenge. Did that the other day. A study in Sable. Find a more special subject of the Institute of Natural Philosophy study. Oh, that was when we opened the door and there was the ooze. I believe. Nothing but a hound dog. Help my mare fix Seymour. A Fontanian message. Have a friendly chat with Virgil. Encyclopedia of Natural Philosophy. Use the glass wall and an indecipherable book to discover the gathering place of an old society. The book being the thing that we read to get through that wall, I bet. Blessed Hamada, Badlands Adventurer. Apparently I did some time trial challenges. And Guide will guide you home 1, follow 12 Sealy. Wave Riding Treasure Hunter 1, open 60 chests. Wave Riding Adventurer 1, complete 6 open world challenges. Limner, Dreamer, and Robotic Dog. Discover the secrets we found within Elinas. I believe that's everything. Super cool. Okay. Let us proceed. Head to the designated location. We need to get to the fountain. Way over there. Okay, but it's still in this area. Wait a second. Is that where the bubble... That's hilarious, actually. No wonder there's that mysterious little fountain underneath it. Obviously, there's something that we can do with this bubble. I'll get you one day. Oh dear, Oculus. Maybe if we go up, we can drop down from above. Oh! There's a people! Huh? Is that a forest boar and an Oceanid? No, Oceanid person. Mori, you're still here. Is that a sound of hesitation, Anne? Are we not a fan of Mori? Hello! Oh, Mori's angry. Mori sniffs us. Mori, no! Don't eat Paimon, please. Woof woof, bad people, says Mori. Oh my god, we're going to fight. Use force to clear up any misunderstandings. Whoa! Why is it attacking us?
Oz, reveal thyself.
Mori, don't!
May I present?
I want to get as much dialogue out of this as possible, so I'm just gonna let Oz have a little bit of fun. Oh, Oz left. Bye, Oz. Are you stuck? Oh. Nope, I was gonna say you can walk through the fountain. You successfully did it. There you go. Okay, that seems to be all the dialogue. Now we fight! Now we fall! Now we fight again! Now we're done, I bet. There we go. Silly dog, Mori! Bad! They're good people! Woof, understood. Give paw? Mori's not a dog, as far as I can tell. Well, I mean, what were we just talking about? Does it matter what shape Mori's in, if Mori wants to be a dog? Huh. You really are a dog. You and Paimon shake hands with Mori. It's a slippery experience, as one might expect of a dog made of water. Great, now we're all introduced. Don't attack them, okay, Mori? Ah, so you're a dog. This makes so much more sense. Does it? Does it really? How does Mori resemble a dog at all? Didn't Al say that? What? Don't you go believing that purpose defines essence nonsense? And even if you do, Paimon won't. But that's what Mori is, though. A silly dog. Oh. Whatever. If an Oceanid can be an evil dragon, then a forest boar can be a dog. Alright? Alright. I am a silly dog. Yes. Woof. And you've been a good boy, haven't you, guarding this place? So, is Mori a member of your team? No. I mean, Mori is a dog. But a duck, a frog, a finch, and a squirrel can join? So why can't a dog? Mori is Mori. Must protect the princess. A long, long time ago, Mori played here. With the princess, Al, Petit Chot, Nay, and Jack. But the air and water were later filled with the scent of evil, and everyone left. Only the princess remains, so I protect her. So, that's Princess Lyris. Right, it was mentioned earlier that the princess lost her treasure, which is why everything stagnated. So this is where it was. Problem solved. Isn't the princess in the tower, though? That's right. This is only a statue of her. So this is a statue. Seriously? Another looks like it, but not really. Woof, woof. Not the princess? Nope. Princess Lyris is in her tower. There are 2 princesses? No, silly. This one's not real. Woof, woof. Not the princess. Well, try giving it a sniff. Sniff, says Mori. Woof, woof. Not the princess. Told you so.
Well, it's an understandable mistake. In this anaposis, a boar is a dog, an Oceanid is an evil dragon, and the evil dragon turned out to be a statue.
And a duck and a finch are siblings, and a squirrel is a colonel.
Exactly. Ugh. Paimon can feel her sense of what's real or not slipping away the longer we stay here.
Well, let's not sweat the small stuff, alright?
Okay, Mori. Be a good doggy and descend to the tower, then meet up with everyone.
Okay. What about you, Anne? You stopped woofing. Me?
Well, I'm going up with Vega and Paimon to reclaim the princess's treasure.
I see. Okay. Bye-bye. I love these guys. They're so funny. They're so casual.
Alright then. What do we do now? Use these bubbles. The princess would make these back when she would play with us, and they would fly very high up indeed. We would fly around in those bubbles, touring the realm.
That sounds quite exciting. That sounds like the trick those Hydro-Abyss mages pull.
Hey, don't say that about the princess's magic. Whatever the case, we just need to sit in the bubble, and it'll take us up there, right? That's right. In the meantime, I'll do my best to control the bubble's direction.
Okay. Princess Lyris, you sure have a motley crew, don't you?
Hi. Wow.
Okay, bubble. Wrong bubble. Is it the bubble that's above us? Oh, thank God, it's this one. I didn't want to have to climb up the wall again. No! Oh. There we go.
Ooh, we're flying!
Paimon, you can fly.
Huh. Yay!
The kingdom sure looks deserted from up here. Of course, it's been ruled by Narcissus for many years, and he's just the worst. His underlings steal snacks from children, burst balloons, and scream and shout all the time.
Well, they do sound bad, but not in the way that Paimon was expecting.
You mean that bad people aren't just like that, right?
Well, if they were, this world would be a better place.
Look, another one! Let's go over there! Oh my God, we're in the water now. Wait, that's so cool!
Weren't we just flying up into the sky in a bubble?
Yes, we were.
And we kept going up and up and up until we crashed headfirst into the water, right?
Yes? Is there something wrong? It's a teleporter here.
There's so much wrong with this that Paimon doesn't even know where to start.
Perhaps this is just one of the kingdom's magical aspects. No one wishes to have their soul weighed down by gravity. Oh, right! The original sin! Gravity. And souls. Is the original sin having a soul? Ooh. No, I think it's a body. I don't know.
You know what? Paimon's just not gonna ask. The princess's treasure should be around here somewhere, right?
Yes, it is there. Protected by a 3-layered seal.
Where? Oh, you mean that? While that outer bubble is pretty big, the treasure seems to be inside a really small chest. And it looks like there's some threads of flowing water connected to the big bubble.
It seems as if the bubble formation here will not attack us. In that case, let's use it to break the seals. We just need to guide its projectiles to the bubble rings connected to the flowing water. That should transfer the force of the projectile through the water and weaken the seals.
Yeah, those bubbles are pretty scary. 1, 2, 3... Looks like there are 3 strands of water. Once we deal with them, the treasure should be ours.
That's right. It's in your hands, Night Vega and Paimon. Bubble formation, but it's not evil this time. Amazing. A bubble formation that for some strange reason doesn't attack you, but helps you to unseal treasures. Control the currents and barriers. We've seen these before. Teleporter. Oh, that makes so much sense. It's so that we can get into the water. But I don't fall out of the sky. I fell out of the sky. Oh, that's terrifying. That is so cool. I just want to get over here. See where this bubble takes me. Oh! Oh, cool. That is so amazing. Oh, nice! Thank you. If I jump high enough. Oh my god. That was so cool. I mean, I could dive out of the water. Isn't that the coolest thing you've ever seen? Okay, that's probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. Okay, here's our first bubble formation.
This mist bubble is way slower now than when it attacked us. There's something blocking the mist bubble. That's no good.
Oh, there's a barrier right here. Yeah. This thing, maybe? Boop. Oh! Oh, I got one of them. Oh, that was fast. Okay, that's what we just did, isn't it? Yeah. They look like eyes, I swear. Oh, sparkle! Yoink.
Hey, below shore is below. Uh-oh. Ugh, Paimon suddenly feels scared of heights. If you fall, you'll have to ride a bubble all the way back up from the fountain over there. Or, we could take un teleporter.
I'm gonna ride the bubble, though.
When in Anaposis, no? Excuse me.
Wow. It just looks so cool, doesn't it? Boop. Thank you, bubble. Alright, let's find this thing. Okay, okay. Hey, fishies! I'm glad some of the fish didn't die. Wow. That is so cool. Okay. We need to make this one longer? Or can I move this? Something over here. Ooh, you know what? We should go. Don't fall, don't fall. It's a little hard to tell where the water's edge is. I think I can see it though. It's an entrance underneath. Oh, here we go. Here it is. The little beeping noises are kind of scary. There we go. That looks like it'll do it. Nice.
Only one left. Still though, why do we have to do everything 3 times? Because of the rule of 3. This is an ancient principle, so it must be right.
You know what? We have heard of the rule of 3 several times at this point, haven't we? I do love how it keeps showing up.
Next, we just need to handle the final ring.
Uh-oh. Help me. Thank you. I'll take a little bit of damage. There they go. Oh, there's a big boy. Out of the way, out of the way. Does that hit me? I have no idea. I don't think it did. Yay! Hello. Yay! Did those fish come back? No, I don't think so. Darn. I'm just waiting here to know that the cutscene's gonna grab me. There we go. Yeah, do you hear those noises? Almost like a sonar or something. I don't know. Was that you? Please tell me that was you, because it sounded like a whale. You're a whale? There's always a bigger fish. I'm the smallest fish right now. There's always a bigger fish.
We finally found it. The most precious of treasures.
What is it? What do you think it is?
It looks like a pocket watch.
Seems like it's not moving anymore.
Well, it has been in water all this time, so it should have broken down long ago, right?
This is full of Princess Lyris's precious time. Let's go back to the tower and meet up with our friends. Ooh. Ooh. Let's take a look at that. What was new here? Oh, you. Okay. It's beautiful. An old pocket watch. It has ceased to tick and talk, but its cover cannot be opened. Woohoo. I was wondering if it might look similar to some of the pocket watches we've seen in artifact sets, but it doesn't ring a bell at the moment. This is so cool. Wow. We should take a picture. Like this. Bring it in a little bit. Darling Vega, I must ask you to leave, please. Thank you. Thing might be gone in the future, you know? I want to take a picture while I still can. Alright, down we go. This is gonna be so cool. Oh god. No! Oh, please tell me I'm not dead. You're back! Colonel Kate and Mori linked up with us while you were out.
We're back with the princess's treasure.
Well done, soldier. You've made a fine contribution. The Resistance Front is proud of you. Kate, now isn't the time. Not so fast, Colonel. Vega is a member of the orchestra, not a cannon fodder from some no-name army. Ha! Your orchestra couldn't hold Vega, not unless you wanted to name it after her instead. And what of your rank? You may as well give it to Vega, no? The soldiers bleed while commanders steal the glory. This is quite ordinary. But now, you're special. But you're special. A colonel who not only does nothing, but even lets his troop take credit for the victory. While you were whiling your time away here, I was taking out the bubble formations in the waters above. If not for that, they would not have gained the treasure so easily. Stop fighting over me, all of you. I've heard enough. See you around. Let's get this straight first. I didn't join any of you. Just leaving. That's it. I'm done. Mori, get him. Woof woof. Bad person. Get him, Mori. Mori bowls Jack over. Kate laughs at him, only to also be knocked over by Mori. The altercation is eventually calmed by Al and Petit Chaux's mediation. Honestly,
Mori's really reliable at times like this, you know, in some ways.
Let's get to business, shall we?
That's right! We'll get nowhere if we keep arguing, and the more we go nowhere, the more we're gonna argue.
True words. Yes, you're both right.
Let's have a speech then, Anne. You know, the rousing kind.
But I approve of Paimon's suggestion. Is it not at such times that an adventure team's leader should step up to the plate? But I'm not good at speeches. And can you really call me the leader? As surely as I am a colonel, I affirm that you would be the best officer for this adventure team. My views on the title of colonel aside, we are in accord.
I don't know much about leaders, or glory, or whatever, but if not for you, and if not for Vega and Paimon, whom you brought here, I don't know what would have become of me.
You can do it, Anne. I believe in you. Night, Vega, Paimon, what do you say? This is what everyone wants. This is between you and them.
Vega means that since everyone says so, you should just accept.
Well, in that case, what should a leader say in times like this?
Let Paimon think. Since we have Princess Lyris's treasure, next we just need to enter the tower and rescue her, right? So, you just need to encourage everyone to do just that before we start.
Paimon, do you have any interest in being a leader? How about you, Vega?
Hey, you can't do that.
Why not? If not for your strength, we wouldn't have made it this far. We're just here to support you. I'm not going to overstep on what's been a relaxing time so far. Won't that make me a Grand Master of sorts?
Whatever the case, only you can be the leader of this adventure team. That's what everyone wants, so stop trying to push it off to someone else.
We'll support you. Oh, all right. This leader business used to be so much easier. Ahem. Oh, that was cool.
No matter what the name of our organization is, we're all part of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team. We have a common goal: to rescue Princess Lyris.
Miss Lyris?
or Miss Lyris, and we intend to save the Narzissenkreuz kingdom.
Republic? Hmm? Ahem. Please, continue, Anne.
And restore the land and waters here to their original gleaming shimmer through the Reconquista, so that the sunflowers may once again flourish. Am I not right about that?
That's right! Everyone, even Jack.
We've experienced many battles and partings during the long years of conflict, and many team members we once had are no longer with us. But I won't forget the times we spent together. We'll always be friends. That's right. Even if I am our leader, I am everyone's friend first and foremost. The same goes for you, Colonel Kate, Jack. Don't forget your friendships over differences in ideals and perspectives. Anne's being super mature right now, huh?
Bravo! Applauds. That can't have been easy. Bravo! Bravo!
Come on, stop teasing me. With Knight Vega and Paimon's aid, we were finally able to obtain the princess's treasure. Time that was once frozen will flow again, and we will rescue her. For that, Vega and Paimon, I thank you. We will always be your friends. I believe that our princess would also be glad to call you such. Okay, I'm done now.
Bravo! Bravo! Aye, what next?
Well, now I think it's time to unleash the treasure's power on the stagnant tower. This way, its time should flow once more. Like this?
Time! Go forth! So, was it just the key, or was time actually frozen? That was very casual from Vega, if she figured out how to transfer time. My thanks, Vega.
Now.
Unfortunately, I fear that none of us of the Narzissenkreuz adventure team know what will happen next.
But since the princess's tower has been unsealed, we should move as soon as we can, right? Right you are, Petit Show. Let's go.
This is gonna be so cool. I wonder if we'll fight the Oceanian at the top. The story of the princess and the adventure team. Ooh. Oh, we're locked in.
Oh, hi!
Oh. Oh, good, they're on our side. The tower seals have been broken. It's notorious for divine kings of Narcissus. Let us help you.
The show begins.
Oh my god, I keep getting scared by these attacks, but they're my teammates. Villain, divine king of Narcissus.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
We have the upper hand with me. I don't even see them. There's so much blue. And it's who we follow. We're not gonna back down. I don't know what they're saying. I can't read it at the moment. But we won't back down either. The one with blonde hair tires. Together now, all together. Oh my god, am I being targeted? Yikes. Those splash marks are seriously scaring me. Oh my god, it's the Oceanid instincts. Always want to dodge those attacks, but for once they're on our side.
We did it! Why do Narcissus's little minions all need so many titles?
The more useless the person, the more hats they need. Wow. Actually, they are mighty warriors who have caused us much harm during previous engagements. If the battle seemed easy, it was due to your great might.
Sorry, Knight Vega, but our attacks can do nothing against these henchmen, so it is all up to you.
Oh yeah. I wasn't paying any attention, but is it that since these guys are water, and they're attacking these water creatures, they're immune to their attacks? They don't do any damage. That's hilarious.
Easy peasy. Bit of a close shave, I'd say. You know, where is Princess Lyris? Doesn't look like there's any path ahead.
To be honest, I didn't think this far either. Let's keep going up, shall we?
How do we do that?
Water, Paimon. You can fly up there, Paimon. Also, she can fly.
Well, even if Paimon could do that, what would she do if she encountered Narcissus's minions? And even if all the kingdom's treasures were up there, it would only feel like we found them if you were there too.
That's adorable. Go up, you say? Ah, I understand. We do, one and all, have a certain amount of power. It is all magic given to us by the princess, yes, but we can do some things with it.
But if we do...
We were all born from the same source. I don't see why you would be unable to understand and accept this. Has this not happened before? Are you going to use your power just to get me up there and you're going to dissolve? You're going to go back to the source water? Why?
I know all this. In theory, but I just hate these things. I don't know why, but I just do. Don't make such a face, Anne. We were born from the same waters, and we are only this way because we bound ourselves into different shapes using thin films to keep the princess company. Coming together once again for her sake is not strange at all. Wait, what are you all talking about?
As long as we forsake our forms and join together, we can produce greater magic. This way, we can send you to the tower's apex.
Wait, but if you do that...
You need not worry, friend. We came from the same body of water, so giving up our forms is not the same as what you would call death. Your waters can turn into creatures of all sorts, and such changes not only go one way.
Yep, even if we cannot adventure or fight alongside you, we can still progress together. Night Vega, Paimon, what do you say?
This is not our decision to make. Only you can decide what your adventure team will do. Only you can decide whether we proceed or not. This is your story.
You're right, Vega, but...
Give us our orders, ma'am. The tower seals have been broken, which means they can no longer hold Narcissus back. Every moment counts. Alright. I'm counting on you all. Orders received. You know, whatever is up there, even if it's just a story that is the context for all this, whatever is up there is worth the very real sorrow this decision is going to bring Anne. I'm so curious what it is.
Leave it to us. Go with Vega and Paimon, Anne. Make sure you save the princess.
I leave Miss Laris in your hands. In that case, dear Petit Show, Maury, Colonel Kate, and Jack. Okay. Bye-bye.
It's just like what happened at Maury's fountain. Our power is derived from the princess. If so resolved, we can manifest it once more. Pull yourself together, Anne. Let's go, Night Vega, Paimon.
Aw, Anne. Wow, they always do this to us. All these NPCs always do this to us.
Water is formless. What comes from the water will surely return to it. Once we rescue Princess Laris, she will be able to bring them forth again.
I see. Will they be the same people, though? One hopes.
It's just a portal. Wow! Wow! It's like what you see in limited time events.
I've seen one of these in my life. I've seen more of them in, like, event rewatches or reactions that I've done. Wow, it's so cool to see one.
It's just a portal. Where does this one lead, though? I'm not sure either, to be honest. I have never considered what would happen after we entered the tower. Oh well, in that case, let's proceed with caution.
With more proceeding or more caution? Let's see what's on the other side.
Yes, we should be careful. We're the only ones the princess can rely on.
Oh, she looks so sad. Head to the unknown. I'm so curious.
There's a story here.
This is so cool.
Teleport waypoint unlocked? Wow, maybe a little warning next time.
Look for the objective in this area. Ooh, cutscene. Where are we? A third layer of the map?
Paimon's kinda dizzy. There are so many books here.
Why are you dizzy? The teleportation, maybe? Is this a library?
This library has existed since long before we arrived. Their contents seem to be ancient dramas. Children love to read books, but there is much they won't understand, so they will often ask adults to read the stories to them.
Again, just like that artifact set we read.
In the books, Where there is an evil dragon, there must be heroes who hunt the dragon. If there is a mage, there must be a wandering knight. The Reconquista must come to pass, and the princess must be saved. And of course, a chime will sound, as the tale of adventure will come to a halt. Yet it will not end. There will be another adventure, and another one after that, until the children grow up and leave this place. And... Sorry. I felt like memories and feelings suddenly flooded into my mind. How strange.
There must be another Ashianid around, or she must have absorbed the water or the memories of another Ashianid, maybe?
Huh, well, as long as you're alright. Paimon thought you might have been bewitched by Narcissus's magic or something. Ugh, that might actually be so. Well, what do we do next? I'm not sure either.
Whatever the case, let's have a look around. You can let me explore? Are you gonna let me explore?
Yep. First off, there's a door over there, but it looks like there's no way through it.
You two should be able to get across. I was literally about to say that. They could just fly right through.
Hey, you're Anne's knight right now, you know. This will all be pointless if you don't come along. That's right. This tile sticks out like a sore thumb.
This might be some sort of path. This might be a trap. I don't like how it's pulsing like that.
Paimon doesn't know either, but let's go, all the same.
Ooh. Act 2? Hardships experienced. Wow. Where am I? There's a shape. Oh, cutie. Wow. So I can leave this space if I want to, and then I can come back here. But I wonder if this place I won't be able to return to it once I complete this quest. Curious. A clock. It's broken. At 1:25. I'm trying to see if there's 30, 35, 40. Yeah, same number of minutes in an hour as we do. Thinking back to my how long has Seymour been in recovery mode question. A door? Closed, obviously. Another door. Let's avoid the tile. There's really nothing to interact with, is there? Well, there's some hydrogena. There's the tile, of course. But I'm looking for anything else. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I kind of want to step on this then. Let's see what happens. Excuse me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that nothing happened. Maybe something will happen later? Do I want to enter? Let's trust. We'll enter. Oh. Ooh. Cool.
That's
Fell Shield of Narcissus? Seems like some sort of seal.
This is the center of the world.
Ah! The castle where the dragon lurks. The tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is the lost ancient city of Wise? Sometimes Arcadia. Did we find the Arcadian ruins? Oh my god, do you remember the lost Arcadian ruins? Oh, no way. That's hilarious. Is that intended to be a reference, do you think? Or is Anne just pulling out since maybe Arcadia is just this legendary place and she's making a reference at this time? Just like Kaya was all those months ago. At times, it is even golden Hyperborea. Here, many untrodden realms have been conquered. Here, many heroes have defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic, and I was never really able to understand it. Children could see through a stone wall. The imaginary griffins that whirl freely in the distant cloud-filled sky. These four pools would, in different adventure tales, be the four seas, and sometimes the four cardinal realms of the world. What? What is... Four cardinal... Writing that down. Because, okay, there's the light realm, which is the elemental plane. There's the abyssal realm, which is... I forget what the other name for it, but there's the abyss, right? And there's the human realm, which is us. What do you mean 4? What's the 4th one? Secret 4th option.
I could not understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles. Are these more of those suddenly emerging memories?
I did have a wonder. Do you think Anne was Princess Lyris all along? I had that wonder at the beginning, so I thought it'd be a fun little plot twist if she was Princess Lyris all along. But then we saw the statue of Princess Lyris, and it was clearly someone else. But maybe that's Anne's human form. Who knows? And she's starting to regain her memories. Ooh.
Anne, are you alright?
I don't know.
I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. Look there, atop that small fountain. That is the holy blade of Narzissenkreuz. Is it really? It looks, kinda cheap.
Behold, Paimon, the holy blade. It's like that time with the sword of brilliant valor.
Seriously, it's just a shabby wooden sword. Still, with this sword in hand, Paimon bets the kids sure felt like invincible heroes, ready to take to the skies and do battle with their enemies, huh?
Appropriately shaped branches and drawing poles could also, in the right tale, be the holy blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with, so that the drawing poles could stop being used in fights.
And who was that?
The director? The vice director? The lady with the feather?
I do not know. It must have been someone who once lived here. Yeah, it does seem like the kingdom was once a lively place, with all sorts of people in it. When you think about it like that, the holy blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave fish, but the holy blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even impervious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. If the story of our adventure team is to reach its end, we will need the blade. Is it really that powerful? It just looks like a cheap wooden sword.
Just take its holiness at face value.
Sure, if you say so. But it doesn't look like we can reach it right now. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find some way to break this magical bubble.
I would happily continue exploring. Let's see. Should I... see an enemy over on the right. Oh, there's a door. I'll take a door. Pardon me. No, since there's an enemy, I must feel like I will be able to return to this place if I so desire. I'm gonna check if there's anything on the other side. Nope. Okay. I love how the different water Fontamer aberrants have different like personalities. A lot of them won't bother you if you don't try to fight them, but then some of them always will. It's kind of cool. Is that? Oh, it's a Fontamer aberrant. For a second I thought it was the Abyss Order. For a second I thought it was the Fatui even. Where are we? Wow, we're really close to one of the... what would that be? The Callus line? Wow. Alright.
Hi!
Do you wish to engage in combat? I'll take that as a yes.
Whoa, there's creatures from the Fontamer here. Is this the Narzissenkreuz Kingdom Zoo?
It is not. They're just ordinary wildlife. We've dealt with plenty of these impetuous creatures before, but every time you blink, more of them show up.
You've dealt with them before.
Trying to let the dialogue... oh, sorry! The dialogue go. You've dealt with them before. Interesting. Just gonna go ahead and get this. Paimon also said something interesting about the Fontamer. What was it?
Is this an
Something like it's not supposed to be here. From the Fontamer, is what she said. Do you mean the Sea of Fontaine? Wow, a bubble formation? Why would there be bubble formations here? Quick, get behind the pillar! Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, thank you, bubble formation. Full laddered attack. Oh, and I see there's more pillars out there. So, this pillar. Ah. Get the Hydrogonum. Excuse me.
Actually, why is there a bubble formation in here too? Was this meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess?
Yes, that is the case.
Also, we ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated, and even Narcissus could not enter?
Yeah, something's a little off here, because weren't those bubble formations made by Narcissus? Why would they be protecting the princess?
There's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't make sense. What's going on?
Maybe Anne is Narcissus. Maybe the Narcissus isn't trying to capture the princess, but is protecting her? Maybe she's been imprisoned this whole time?
I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower.
She keeps saying this. She says it so many times. I'm wondering if, like, the idea is, since we're in a story, so long as she knows how the story will go that way. But if she can't come up with how the story will proceed next, it just goes haywire?
Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling, feeling many things. Do you too not feel it?
No, I'm sorry.
Paimon doesn't either. Well, do you know what this place is, Anne?
This was the assembly hall of the Narzissenkreuz Institute. This is the institute, isn't it? This is the institute! The children would study here normally.
I remember now. This was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here.
The children were all of different dimensions. Excuse me?
Some of them as different as the two of you. But here, they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydro Archon, and to tales older still.
Different dimensions? Do you mean like they had different forms, or do you mean like they're from different dimensions?
I mean that some children were very small, and some were somewhat larger. Hey now, Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart. Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Would the children hear stories about her?
Look at Vega's going up and down as she follows Anne. That's really funny. It's not as noticeable in Paimon because Paimon's floating too.
I don't know. Huh.
The look of doubt.
Why does Paimon get the feeling that the story started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here?
No, this place must have something to do with her. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She will be happy to see us.
Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you.
I love how that's her refrain here in Fontaine. It's so bizarre how there's nothing to collect. That does make me think that we won't be able to come back here. I keep going back and forth on that subject, but the random enemy. You hear the sound of a bell. Oh, does that mean the story's over?
That's the sound of the bell. Oh, does that mean the adventure's coming to a close and Princess Lyris is up ahead? There doesn't seem to be any paths leading forward. Anyway, let's check out what's inside this treasure chest first.
Yeah, when Anne said that stories end with a bell chime, adventures end with a bell chime, it made me think, like, adventures being told right before a meal, perhaps. And the bell chime lets you know it's time for a meal.
A reward on the road.
A feather? The feather? Why would I want to put feathers in treasure chests? Do they just wake up one day and decide to do that on a whim? Oh my god, oh my god. Is it the feather? Sometimes this feather has the power to advance a story forward and bring it to an end. Its appearance itself represents a power that transcends the story. Old yet well preserved, it must have been cherished by many people. And it looks kind of green, doesn't it? It almost looks like a quill pen. That's totally from the director, was it? It wasn't the vice director. Because the vice director was said to have abandoned them. But maybe the vice director just had something important to do, and whoever said that they abandoned them was just feeling abandoned. But that's totally from the lady in the artifact set who had the feather. If you know what I mean. Oh my god, we're back here again. No, it's different. It's different. Oh my god! Paimon! Paimon! Paimon's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. That's exactly what I said earlier. I don't think it's a time loop. It's acting like it's a time loop, but to be honest, I think it's a story loop. How many times have we done this? I'm so happy. Is this a library? Is this a bookstore? Deja vu, perhaps.
You know, Paimon, Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before?
There will be another adventure, and another one after that.
So, even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end?
On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road.
Do you have an idea, Vega?
Any thoughts, Anne? Let's go over what we know first, then.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know anything about what happens after this.
Then let's take stock real quick. We have the feather! We can write the ending!
Have you noticed anything, Paimon? Eh? You're asking Paimon? Hold on a moment. First, the paths here have been connected such that they form a ring, right? In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except that we were able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Next, we saw that super powerful sword or something.
Yes, the holy blade of Narzissenkreuz.
It should be a key item in some way.
And why do you think that?
Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it was inside a protective barrier. Would all that trouble be necessary if it wasn't important? So, Paimon thinks that we need to get that sword.
Was there any other notable thing?
Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. But that said, this tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Paimon didn't just make that one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this tile was not connected to the others and how it has a different pattern. It could be a trap.
That's what I was thinking about as well. Good work, Paimon.
Wait, why are you praising Paimon so seriously all of a sudden? Paimon's not used to this.
But you really do have an impressive mind, Paimon.
As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight. Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think of how we can get out of this loop based on the step we thought of earlier.
So we need to open the barrier. Can I interact with this yet? Not seeing any mechanism to do so. One of these. One of those. One of these. Are you in a slightly different spot than before? And were there two of these before? Let's bring this over here. Just in case. Is that what I did last time? I honestly might have. I don't remember. So I'm thinking, we need to open the barrier. Get the sword. And then what? We defeat the dragon with the sword? The dragon will appear once we've got the sword. Let's just walk right through. Oh, open! Oh! Use green feather accessory. Okay. Goodbye from my inventory. Oh! Oh, yay! It just said strangely the feather that was used reappeared in your hand. Oh, I'm so happy.
We finally gotten it! The holy blade of Narzissenkreuz!
Jabberwock's holy sword?
Wait, what's this?
Ooh, it's no longer wooden, is it? Is it here? No, it's still pretty wooden. A holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. What is it, Paimon? Well, should I go back then? I'm trying to interact with that floor. Oh, look, there's two of them now. So there are small changes. I'm just gonna have to trust these guys that they're not skipping us past anything important. There's two now. Of course there are. Wow, those creatures from the fonts were here. Is this in our Kingdom Zoo?
That it is not. They're just ordinary wildlife.
You've dealt with plenty of these impetuous creatures before, but every time you blink, more of them show up. You've dealt with them before. I'm literally just running around. Ow! Goodness me! We did it! Wow. Sometimes there's just so much happening that you can't see anything, so you just gotta run around. What's up with this? Oh, funny. Surprised I hadn't looked at that yet. I almost thought for a second that maybe because we're looping, they reset my, tutorials as well. Just a couple points of health, you know? There we go. Yay!
Is this an answer from this world?
On we go. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Look at this place. It's beautiful. I kind of hope that we can return here in the future. But also, if there's nothing more to see, then we don't need to. But it's so pretty! Also interesting that we didn't have to defeat that Hydrogena puzzle again. If you can call it a puzzle, just a little dodging minigame.
Huh? Didn't something exactly like this happen before? Paimon recalls there was a chest.
Oh, but this time the door is open. Oh, and we're back here again. And there's an investigate now.
Oh, wait. Oh, Paimon's kinda dizzy. There are so many books here.
Ha 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 ha. We could keep looping if we wanted to? Someone wants this tale of adventure to never end.
Eh? What do you want about, Vega? You know what? Paimon thought she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before?
But the future of a story that constantly repeats will never come. But we must keep moving forward.
Yes.
Princess Lyris awaits at the end of this path.
Oh, Paimon knows. The last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as soon as we find the end of the road. Didn't you? Then there must be a way.
I wonder how many times you can loop this. I get the feeling they'll let you loop it infinitely if you want to. I know. Oh my god, Mora. I might be able to finally ascend Remine. Yeah, I love how the Hydrogena are moving. Everything is slightly different. We've got 3 of these puzzles now, instead of 2, to represent that we're on the 3rd loop. I wonder if you keep looping, will those just keep increasing in number? I bet 4 or 5 is the maximum. Oh my god, the rule of 3s! This is our 3rd time through, isn't it? Ah, I love it. And there's 3 little guys now! Rule of 3s indeed. I was wondering why they were there. You think it's just for that symbolism? Anything behind us? Not really. 3 of these guys. Oh boy. Creatures from the Fontimer. Let's hide. They're just ordinary wildlife. We've dealt with plenty of these creatures before. They just keep showing up. Sorry. Sorry, I was trying to move, but for some reason I couldn't move. Oh, we did it. Okay, great. Back to healing. Thank you, Verena. Look at the orb. You sure have an orb, don't you? You think that's a source water droplet? I'm surprised that source water droplets aren't more common in Fontanian character animations. I guess I only really have 2 Fontanian Hydro characters. Kind of 3 if you count the Traveler. Because the Traveler gets them. And Nevalette gets them. Oh, no droplets because I'm at half health anyway.
The show begins.
So do you think that's what that is? That's Verena's source water droplet manifestation? It's gorgeous, to be honest. Look at it. Oh, I'm inside. So sparkly. I'm literally just healing myself because I want to look at my source water droplets. They'll appear if I do this, right? Or do I have to actually hit somebody? I might have to hit somebody. Oh, that's a shame. Anyways.
Is this an answer from this world?
What do you suppose a source water droplet is? How do you suppose a source water droplet is different from... That feels very topical. The pocket watch? Yeah, how do you suppose source water is different from primordial seawater? Are they different? Are they the same thing? Oh, look, and there's 3! That makes so much sense! Because this is the one that was actually attacking us the first time. This was there last time, and I was like, huh, weird, it's over there. And now this one... I love it. Rule of threes. Beautiful. Time to go up. Everybody ready? You hear the sound of a bell. And I love how it's question marks too. It's not like... They've had sound effects before where they said, oh, bell is ringing, you know? Oh, we're going higher! But this time, question mark said you heard the sound of a bell. I'm guessing that's our dear narrator. The third level, is it? And then we're back at the front. And I'm not getting kidnapped? There I am. We came out of a different door, though.
Paimon's kinda dizzy. There are so many books here.
Oh my god. So did I do it incorrectly? We must keep moving forward. There's this Larus awaits us. There must be... So was I supposed to jump off the elevator, do you think? Oh, and look, all the puzzles are already solved. Can I go backwards? I can! Can I go up? Oh my god, I actually jumped. Alright, I'm gonna try jumping off into this other corridor. Oh my gosh. This is so cool, it's a loop puzzle! Darn it, did I miss the other corridor? Was it behind me? Oh, we've stopped at a very eerie place. I think that's the first one. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna back up against this wall. This is gonna be very dizzying, and I apologize. There it is. Okay, found it. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be, but it's where I've ended up. What on earth? This is freaking me out. This is so cool. And it's back down to just one. If I go further back, what other changes will there be? If any. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. A blocked passage? Oh, this must be the place where we come down from. Yeah, there's a part where one of the water spouts sent us down like 2 levels. This is so cool. Oh my god. Alright, I'm kind of out of stamina, so go ahead and help us out, won't you? Look at that! We gotta take a picture. We've gotta take a picture of this room. We're never coming back here, are we? Isn't that the most beautiful... Gorgeous. Ever so slightly. Dear Vega, please give us some space. Oh, that is so pretty. Try that. Wow. It bothers me that it's ever so slightly not centered. It's so hard to get it centered. Like there. Oh, that looks really good. Yeah, look at that. Wow. This place is gorgeous. You can zoom in super far, zoom in. Oh, that looks really cool. I'm obsessed with wide angle lenses these days, I swear. Alright. Is it time to leave this story? Let's come in from the right side, shall we? You ready, Anne? Paimon? Watch it be just story 2. The 2nd level. Obtain the Holy Blade? Haven't we already done that? Oh. Is this that first room again? It is the first room, but it's the first version of it. Look, there's only one little water lamp, whatever you want to call that. Is this the real layer? Oh, we got the feather back, so we can use the feather again. Thank you for helping us. There it goes. Oh, yay! And the feather came back to us again. I'm so happy. This is the holy blade of Narzissenkreuz.
Finally, the holy blade is ours.
Will the dragon appear once we take it up, do you think? We've got it.
It doesn't look like much, but once its powers are awakened, it'll become a destructive and invincible weapon. How is it, Vega? Do you feel its power?
Oh, unlimited power! Ooh! Comes not from this blade.
What? Come on, you had Paimon going there. Come to think of it, Anne, you did mention that the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword that the kids played with. That's right. When the young heroes from the Narzissenkreuz adventure team would pick this sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in their tale. Well, let's just take the sword, shall we? Who knows, it might come in handy later. And if not, we can take it as a souvenir.
I kind of feel bad taking it, but we need it to defeat our dragon. You gonna send me back? Go on with the help of the Holy Blade's power. We should check the description, see if it's different from before. Oh, finally! We get to go through the floor now, do we? A holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. It belongs to no one. I feel like that's new. And we finally have our map, too. Wow. Super cool. Open the path forward. We can put the sword there? No, we just ask nicely, I guess. Okay. That's the second level! And that's the third level! Oh, it was all an optical illusion, wasn't it? We thought we were coming out of those doors, but we were coming out of those doors on different floors.
Looks like the path leads downward rather than forward. This is a really long descent.
It's so creepy. Anne, it'll be okay.
Don't worry, Anne. Vega's really reliable, and really good with a wind glider, too. Oh, Paimon knows. You're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't be. A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece, and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Vega?
We've come this far. It would be a shame to give up now. You did say that Princess Lyris would be just up ahead.
True. I believe in you, Night Vega, and in Paimon.
You are wise and powerful, and you are also kind people. And you look so pretty. Look at your little wings.
And ding ding ding, we have a winner! In that case, let's go. Ad astra abyssosque, as Catherine always says.
There we go. Woo! Don't hit it! Don't hit it! Whee! Teleport waypoint unlocked! They said, no wings for you! And then they said, actually, yes, you should have your wings back. Wow. Oh! Oh, we landed in water, thank God.
Paimon feels like something should happen right about now.
Dragon?
I feel uneasy too, and I've been frightened ever since we came down here. No need to worry. Vega will protect us no matter what, right?
Of course I will.
Yes, I believe in the two of you. I just don't know what we will encounter later. We'll take anything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared, Vega. We might be in for a battle with Narcissus for all we know.
That is very blue water right there. Continue onward. Okay. The dragon. They name it Narcissus.
Hi!
Defeat the dragon.
Oz, reveal thyself. May I present?
You are not the person I thought you were. Actually, wait, that's not going to help, is it? Oh, but if we get... Wow, I just got so disoriented. I thought Nahida was on 2.
Time to shine.
I suppose if we do this, we can buff up our HP, loss, and gain. And in doing so... Oh my gosh! It's just like
Shadow Raven.
the Oceanid, because it's an Oceanid! I'm so happy right now. Oh, look at the water on the ground. You must be in the ground, so I can't fight you right now, can I? Do you think the dragon is in fact the princess? I'm being electric charged and I don't like it.
Royal decree.
That would be really interesting if they were one and the same. Don't die, don't die. She died.
Lasts forever.
I shouldn't have rushed that. I should not have tried that. It's fine. Rena, please heal. That's attacking, my bad. Because yeah, it's all the enemies that she's calling out are the friends that we just made.
I see everything.
Dodge. Good job. I'll just do some normal damage at this point.
Oz, reveal
Here's Oz.
thyself.
So we'll see. We've seen a boar. If we get... And we've seen a squirrel. If we get a finch... Oh, another boar. Okay. Such heroic music. How fun. You can have this. We'll do some normal damage from a distance. Run, run, run. A little bit of this. Oh, yikes, yikes, yikes. And another squirrel. Okay, so we're just alternating really between squirrels and boars. Unless that's just this stage, and in future stages we'll see more of our little friends.
Let my name echo in song. This may hurt a little. Oz, reveal thyself.
I'm trying really hard just to not get hurt too much. Electric charge is quite dangerous in this nation, isn't it?
Wings of darkness, come.
Whoa, use Fitful Rapids to raise yourself higher and avoid damage. Wait, isn't this just like that event? Oh my god, this is just like that event! Where you actually got to fight Rodea, and there were these rapids. Oh my god!
The show begins.
It's so... I'm so glad that I watched so many of those events before coming to Fontaine, and I am so joyfully surprised by how many references Fontaine is making to those events. That's so cool! So, why did we meet Narcissus in here? You know the truth now, Anne?
According to what we said before, the tower lost its time and thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter it.
But this space is not within the tower. We teleported to a different place from the tower.
Huh, that's right. Paimon forgot that happened. But if that's the case...
But how... No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope in this dark world. If she isn't, our adventures, their meaning? Al, Petit Chot, and the others.
Anne? But we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over.
Yep, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues there,
Continue onward. Oh my god, I'm full health. Everybody's full health. Would I get a key? Are they deliberately giving me pocket watches and teacups for a reason? I feel like they are. Okay, let's look at our map. Interesting. The way that these things are staying on the map almost makes me feel like we could come back. There's a teleport over there now. Is it on the surface? Oh, it is. Anyways.
Go on.
Oh, look.
Yes, but who knows how long it'll take us to look through it all.
This is so cool. The coolest thing I've ever seen. Rather aged records. Decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into the public welfare system. Considering the ruins of a previous civilization upon which it is situated, it shall be named... The seat of director was established in honor of the Hydro Archon's great virtue, and has been taken on by a gentle-natured Oceanid. The director was an Oceanid. The title of vice director is to be taken up by one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability. So the Narzissenkreuz Institute... It was an orphanage? Rather aged diary. Linking up with Ingold, Guillotine, and the rest of the old gang will go some way towards solving the dispersion problem. Is the dispersion problem... Were the kids... If they were Oceanids, were they dying? Were people dispersing? This situation is no place for personal feelings, but what person can lack them completely? I can only hope that they aren't treating my dear old Sponsian too poorly, or let it rust in the harbor. Sponsian. A boat or a name? Sponsian. I'm thinking of, our dear friend who is compiling his memory. And I know his name. I definitely know it. Seymour! Could this be another Seymour? And I hope my skills haven't rusted away either. I hope all goes well. I still want to watch the doe rise to the sounds of play outside the window. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults. Oh, this just got more tragic, didn't it? It was so sweet here. What happened? The fighting, what was it about? Just disagreements over what to do about the dispersion problem? Rather aged research. According to the ancient theater and mysterious research hidden here, we believe that the documents and folklore discovered within Petrichor... I need to go to Petrichor. The research team from Institute of Natural Philosophy holds that... I have to go to Petrichor. Rather aged certificate. Basil! That was a name that we saw before. Let's write down their last name. I forgot that people could have last names in this game. Yeah, we've seen a surprising amount of last names in this quest, haven't we? With Jacob Ingold and Basil Elton. Yeah, normally people don't have last names in this game. The duty will be taken up by Basil Elton, former naval commander. May her steely temper be itself tempered by the family she will establish with these children going forward. Basil must have been vice director! You know, moral character, and the family she will establish with these children going forward. That's my guess. Vice director, question mark. What's that idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. Oh. One serving of flour, one of sugar, one of melted butter, 2 of eggs, a large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Remember it well this time. 15 minutes at 180 degrees is not the same at 5 at 540. Oh, they were making cakes or something. Frothing milk. What was frothing milk for? Here we go. It looks like a storybook. I'm going to cry, aren't I?
There's a book here too.
A picture book, huh? It suits you, Paimon.
Well, that's because of Paimon's unique sensibility, you know? Picture books just speak to her better. This book gives me a strange feeling. Let Paimon see. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris, and yep, she's our main character. I don't want this name. That's not what you said before.
And she's quoting?
Do you want to read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's gonna continue. Ahem. Oh, come on, it's just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, a protagonist needs an antagonist. An evil one at that. And our evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus's plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So, in Narcissus's story, I'm the evil villain? This is kind of weird. This started like a storybook, but it also feels like it isn't. Vega, you've got the bigger brain here. You have a look too.
Read carefully. Teleport waypoint? Are we going inside it? I mean, I could understand a cutscene, but teleport waypoint. Hello?
Huh? Wait.
What?
What is this?
My god. Stories have so much power in this world, don't they?
This is the real Anaposis.
I should have noticed earlier that Anaposis is literally named after Anne. Oh my god.
Huh.
It feels like that book we saw at the Institute of Natural Philosophy.
Huh. Paimon doesn't know, but it feels different somehow. Paimon wants to say that the book's contents were really weird, but it's really not much when compared to this, is it? The world should be like this, not like how it is outside. Children should be able to play under the sun and in the grass without fear of hindrance or harm. This place does feel pretty comfy, yeah. Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were adventuring throughout the kingdom. There was no sunlight there at all.
Is that how it is? One mystery follows another. You alright there, Anne?
Never mind that. This place really is nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyris's garden, right? Say, Vega, when our adventures are over, why don't we go find a place like this to live? We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We could all live together happily. What do you say?
Sure. Let's put a pin in that for now. We have our teapot. I can try to make it look like this. Pin in that for now.
That's true. We gotta help Anne find the princess first, don't we?
Hide and seek. There she is! Hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? Mary? Mary and Anne? Maybe?
Huh? Sounds like someone's singing over there.
Oh my god. And after that, let's go have a look. Where am I? I guess I'm still there. Wait, was it after escaping the convoluted corridor? Convoluted corridor, Anaposis. Ow. Find the owner of the voice. So pretty. Goodness me, this place is gorgeous. We gotta take some pictures here. We took pictures at the other place. We gotta take pictures here too. Ow. It really is like a storybook. The sunflowers! Anne was talking about the sunflowers. Hello, and you are just like our dear friend from the summer event. Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? To a great sea without borders, to the place from which all lives flow. Oh, the source water, they've gone back.
Hey there!
Wow, look at you! Oh, hi! I'm sorry, I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come, sit. Snacks will be ready soon. What is happening? This is so cool! Oh my gosh. Ooh, snacks! Yes, and ours are very good. But I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? Why, you are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A lovely young lady, a small little Oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend.
Paimon's Paimon, and she's Vega.
And Anne is Anne.
Huh. Is it just Paimon? Or does Anne look unhappy?
She might have been reminded of something.
And this Oceanid is our friend Anne.
Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Mary Ann. Mary! We found her! Seymour is going to be so pleased. Unless this all goes horribly wrong in a few lines, but you know. Mary Ann.
I'm unsure we've heard this name before.
Hi, what a pleasant surprise. It has been a long time since I've met someone from outside. Where are you from?
Well, we're... Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the fell dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow.
The fell dragon Narcissus, you say? That must have been a frightening foe.
Did you think so, Vega?
Not really. In a manner of speaking, I suppose. Hi, I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many, and has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed.
Oh, so you know about him too? Great! We're from the Narzissenkreuz kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her?
Princess Lyris, you say? I am afraid I do not know. But she should be here. Anne is... Oh, that was Anne. Anne is totally the princess, isn't she? Isn't she? But she should be here. Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long, long time, and yet I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else.
Is that so? But before we came here, we read a book about the princess and how she's beautiful and kind and stuff.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Vega, do quite look like a princess from a distant land. You hear the sound of a bell. We can eat now.
Eh? Is that the bell?
Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they heard this bell, and they would come into the hall to have snacks. They're not here now, but I think it best to follow the rules all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we? Don't mind if I do.
Hooray! Snacks!
You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but they are tasteless like pure water. How were they?
Well, they were great. Although, Paimon couldn't really taste them? Are you on a low-sugar diet or something, Marianne?
My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remembered them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good.
Oh, don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now.
Well, in that case, let me take you all out on a stroll. Oh god, I can just feel the tragedy impending. Oh, what happened to the kids? Why did the fighting break out? Even if some of them left to go fight, why did they all disappear? Did the rest dissolve? Is the problem still occurring, or has it been solved yet? I get the feeling that's probably still occurring, because it parallels exactly the general prophecy in Fontaine. This is a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. You need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want.
Sounds like this Basil is pretty smart.
In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Oh dear. Oh god. I feel threatened.
Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too.
She is very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers. She can do it all. It would be nice if I could introduce her to you. Where is she? I have been caring for flowers here all this time, in the hopes that some friends might come and I might show them how they have bloomed. And, well, here you are.
Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though.
Well, we just need to water them, and they'll be fine. Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? To the halls of sea-born foam, to watch the sunflowers in bloom. Doesn't rhyme? We do our best. As the drops of water stain the soil of the garden black, the sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly, and bloom. Aren't they beautiful?
Eh? That was quick!
Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive after all. And with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed then was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going.
Ah, so that's how it is. Nature really is amazing, huh?
I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing. Do you like them, Anne? They're very beautiful. Like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. Are you the same person? What is going on? You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, Vega? What sort of flowers bloom there? The flowers I wear in my hair? I mean, sure. That's a whole lot to unpack, but yeah. They are from Tevat. I thought those flowers were beautiful the moment I saw you. That does make me curious what this option would be if you were if you were Ether. But I fear that they'll be hard to find now.
Vega.
Then let us speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. Oh, Idia! That's her name! Are you talking about Idia? I heard from... Oh, you're not. I heard from him that there are many flowers there that can't be found here. Those that grow on cliffs, those that only open at night. Some even grow on cacti. I love how we can name every single one of the plants that she's talking about. Wow. And that's when he realized that there were no cacti in Fontaine and had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, and he was the smartest of us when we were young. Ahem, sorry, I'm talking to myself. It must be a little too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this. Well then, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers?
Mondstadt's dandelions come to mind.
Dandelions? Oh, do you have any of their delightful seeds with you?
Well, we might.
Dandelions, dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom. Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon. Mary Ann happily plants them in the soil. Ah, yes. What sort of flower is a dandelion?
Huh. Paimon thought you knew. Well, how should we put this? The dandelion flower is made of many tiny white flowers, and those white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, these tiny flowers will scatter along with the wind, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh?
Wow, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I have heard about something similar.
Ooh, what sort of flower is that?
It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place, there was a peaceful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples, droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into different forms. But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, reminded me a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together, they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? Do you think that's a good thing? Ooh, getting very serious here all of a sudden.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, Vega?
They may be weak, but the distance is necessary. It might not be a bad thing for them to unite. People can unite and yet maintain their personhood. I like the first one and the third one. We've seen the third one to be true in the Fountain of Lucine. I like the last one. Can they, really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Vega.
What you're talking about sounds like what happened to Al, Petit Chot, and the others. To help us, they melded into one, turning into that big bubble.
Yes, I still remember.
Well, it might be meaningless to say this now.
Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Yes, I can take you to see our dog. Is it gonna be mechanical?
Oh, so you've got a dog, Marianne?
Yes, he's a silly dog who's always accompanied me and something my best friend, maybe? Marianne, are you luring us this way to kill us? Are we the pests? Marianne, you've got to tell me. Her design is so pretty, though. It's so blue! Marianne, I love how blue you are. If you kill me, I won't even be mad, I'll be honest with you. Puppy?
Paimon doesn't see him, though.
He'll come when it's feeding time. Since you're my guest, Vega, please, do the honors. What do I feed it? Oh! Of course. Noble miss, it is an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Marianne. Uh-huh. Oh, you good doggy.
Good doggy?
And how do you do, dear little miss?
Well, thanks for being polite and all, but... Anne, what's going on?
I don't know. But this can't be Mori. He has always kept me company. Remember how Mori would stand by the fountain, though?
Does this mean that we've been wrong all along about what dogs really look like?
Hard to say. I doubt it. Don't fuss over the details too much. Hard to say. Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That is a different matter.
Didn't Al say something similarly weird?
I have heard something similar said, but that the body is a prison that restricts evolution? That person was once a child, like all the others. We and many others heard him tell many stories about how all life was originally formless like water, and how there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story. Many have forsaken their bodies, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can will be drawn out from one's form. Marianne, I'm not gonna lie, you're getting creepier and creepier. Still love you though. You're doing great. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again.
Anne?
I remember something, even though I didn't really want to. How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes. Happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, alright? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. See you, Miss Mary Ann. See you, dear guests. The dogs crack me up. Look at him jumping away.
Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keeps going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Paimon would have forgotten all that stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris?
That's right. My apologies, but there is no princess here. Only us. Today, we are simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the path. She has to be here.
But Marianne said... so that's gotta mean that one of you is mistaken, right? Right, Vega?
Do you really want to hear what I have to say? I'm kind of waiting for Anne to come to the realization herself, I think. I think so is Marianne. You see her name in quotes there?
Of course! You've got the bigger brain here, don't you?
Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story.
Wait, but didn't we team up with the Narzissenkreuz adventure team to defeat Narcissus's henchmen? Wasn't that real?
Think about it for a moment, Paimon. Is there even a Narzissenkreuz kingdom amongst the 7 nations?
Uh-huh. You're right. Paimon didn't think of that. So, the adventure team, Al, Petichot, Colonel Kate, Jack, Mori, the 2 of us, and our adventures, they were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff there that wouldn't fit if this was just a story. You know, like how there was no holy blade mentioned at the start, and how a sealed tower that still had monsters and bubble formations inside it.
Paimon, I think I understand what Vega is trying to say. So, all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right? More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. So, the Holy Blade, Narcissus, those were still inside the story. It's just that they had not been arranged correctly yet.
Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone
who would create such a huge building just for a story. I believe the structure already existed. It was just used as the setting for the story.
So that means that the things I recalled along the way were things that happened here before? And I'm just a character in a story?
You're not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it.
But if that's the case, who is Anne?
I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. Alright, Vega, Paimon, and dearest Anne. Our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it is time for you to leave.
Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings, at least.
Huh? Oh, we're getting kicked out. Your vision blurs and you suddenly feel weightless. As the temperature of the once warm air plunges rapidly, something frozen waters. Ooh! Ooh!
What? What happened? But...
Shh. There's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave Oceanid, and we set out to save the princess. And perhaps there are princesses in this world, and dragons too. But I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess after all? After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic, every time I thought about it. Do you remember now, Anne?
No, there has to be some other way. If I can't save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth? My only wish? Do they have no meaning?
Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go, see the world. See how it has changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personality, and wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate. Am I going to get the straight the gate achievement from this? Oh my god. And to experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you, Vega, Paimon. And it was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But the Anaposis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here.
Mary Ann, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you, can't we?
I sense that you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon. Vega. I'm just someone who understands. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything has already ended. So this is farewell. Oh! No! The Institute! No! Oh. Bye! I can't even turn around to say goodbye one last time. Go with the flow. Wow, this quest is incredible. This is so cool. This is where we fought the dragon Narcissus. We're going straight up. Wow. Oh, we're in a bubble of water. Oh, this is the tower. It'd be really nice if when our bubble popped, we got all the others back again. You know, Al, Petit Show, and Jack, and the Colonel.
And...
oh my god. I'm sorry, Night Vega, Paimon. I had already started to feel some things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring this story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she's a gentle, lovely princess, trapped due to Narcissus's invasion.
Don't worry, Anne. At least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Vega, did you know that things would turn out this way?
No, I thought we could help Anne.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne. Huh? Paimon didn't understand anything Mary Ann said there at the end. Did you, Anne?
I did, sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past.
Well, Paimon feels that that's unfair. Not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we've got to find out what happened, at least. If we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving the princess or figuring out what Marianne said, or whatever, we just want to help you, Anne. Isn't that right, Vega?
This story isn't over, Anne. We'll find a way.
Okay. Still, if this is all just a story, then there's only one thing Paimon doesn't get. What role do we play, Vega?
I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely undefined acts, undefined factors, or an accident. And that's why we can bring this story to an end.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been around to knock the story off course, that means that we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right, Vega?
You could say that. Thank you so much, Night Vega. Thank you, Paimon.
That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that could help us figure out what to do next?
Let me think. My memories contain a place known as Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Ah, it's all coming together. This place appears to have very deep connections to past events.
You know, Paimon just realized that this name has something to do with the kingdom and adventure team in Anne's story.
Only just? Gasp! Shock! So that's it!
Do you know of the Narzissenkreuz Ordo? Yep, and we also met some people who were really connected to it. They might be able to help us. In any case, let's go!
Wow. Wow, if she no longer dreams of you. Anne in Wonderland. Wow, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You want to be free. Oh my god. That was incredible.
Is this an answer from this world?
So obviously we're going to stop here. We are well over time. Oh my goodness me. And I pause this. So we're probably in the tower. We can probably come back to here if we want to. Okay, so what are you looking at now? The bubbles? Okay, that's adorable actually. Enjoy the bubbles. So basically, I've got a couple ideas as to what's going on here. I do think Mary Ann and Anne are connected. I was surprised because I thought that Anne was going to be Elaine's sister. It was Elaine, right? Who had the sister? But it seems like what's going on here. So Mary Ann is obviously Seymour's person who he's supposed to protect. And she's an Oceanid, of course. We know this from Edea. But it seems like Anne exists because Mary Ann dreamt of her. You know how Oceanids can create more Oceanids, it seems like. She might have created, accidentally, Anne. And so Anne as being sort of like a manifestation of her and her dream, that would explain Anne's fragmented memories and why completing the story is so important to her, because that's literally what her being is made out of. However, that doesn't answer every question. I really like the idea that our next step is to go to the Institute and figure out what happened to it all those years ago. Because that might shed a lot of light on questions I've had for quite a while, such as, you know, what the heck happened here and what happened to the Institute? Oh, right, we're going to the Ordo, not the Institute. So, this was incredible. The way that it was a loop, but then it was just an optical illusion, but then it was a story. The way this was all a story, the way that none of this would have happened. It would have just kept at a stalemate if we hadn't gotten involved. I kind of feel bad, because if we hadn't gotten involved, then all the others would still be alive and individuals instead of having combined again as water. But hopefully we can reach the happiest ending we can for Anne. It's the least we could do for her at this point. But that will have to be next time because I am starving. I need to go eat dinner. So, we're gonna stop here for now. I hope you enjoyed this because wow, that was incredible. Thank you all so much for watching. A special thanks to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Connor Sard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Gibrilia, the loyal servant of Her Majesty, the Saritsa, Ruru, and all of our anonymous patrons. Thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see everyone in the next one. This was just mind-blowingly cool. This was so cool. Oh my god. Bye now.